fired up today. Fired up today. I am all for decentralizing media. I think media in the future will be more decentralized. We're seeing that. What's good, peeps? What is good? What is good? Fired up today. Fired up today. We've got the Get the Message shirt for Bob Iger. Get the message. This is for Bob Iger right there. Get the message, sir. Get the message. That's all I'm going to say. Get the message. Boycott Disney. Told Colorful. Boycott Disney. Boycott your Disney Plus. F Bob Iger and everything he says. And F Disney for hiring him back. Why did they hire him back? Like, no. That there could be back-to-back protests and strikes for the first time since 1960. Hollywood actors poised to strike after SAG-AFTRA contract expires. First time since 1960. 1960, back-to-back strikes. The Writers Guild and the Studio Actors Guild. 160,000 actors are represented. Disney CEO saying they're not being realistic. And what's his net worth? Estimated $690 million in 2019. Even if that's gone down in 4 years since, it's still an astronomical amount of money he is worth. So I am all for decentralizing media. I think media in the future will be more decentralized. We're seeing that just with the numbers, of content creator, individual content creators versus the most watched game in America, Super Bowl. How many views you could get from one content creator versus the entire Super Bowl, like a 30-second commercial that doesn't really have much of a shelf life after that, unless it's like historically good. Will people continue to watch that? So, and very few fall into that category. You think of like the old Budweiser commercials or something, that gets referenced a lot. But yeah, F Bob Iger saying they're not being realistic. It's not realistic, being worth $690 million. That's what's not realistic. The discrepancy between CEO pay and the weakest one on the chain, right? You're only as strong as your weakest link. Plain and simple. So we're for the small artists. We're for the writers, obviously, and their demands should be met. They are not unreasonable. Decentralized media is the future anyway, and you see how much they're laying off. It's not cool, man. Just not cool. Pay these writers. These shows would be nothing. I mean, that's the basis of so many great films, great shows, great scripts. It's great script writing. And you could tell, that they are, in a lot of these, getting cheap with what they are pushing through on these scripts. It's pretty ridiculous. A great script takes time. So there's always exceptions, but it takes time to really put together. And they're under all these deadlines. Is it a deadline? Is someone's life really on the line to call it a deadline? No, the Indefatigable Artist. The Indefatigable Artist, however you want to pronounce it, is pro decentralized media. It's gotten way too centralized in 2023. Very few gatekeepers of this media. That's why we were for Netflix for a while, as that kind of spearheaded this on a mass scale, but on a micro scale, Twitch, what they're doing, all these live streamers on YouTube, TikTok, different platforms, it's good. And then you've got different platforms per country, right? Streaming their own stuff. So I think it's progressive, very. And it feels like going back to like local newspapers. It's like a local newspaper. That's what your streamer can be for you. Is like a local newspaper. You know, it's relative to your niche as an individual. So that's how I see it. You know, what is new is old again, kind of thing, which is, I think, great because there's precedent for this kind of thing. So it is new, but it's a evolution of things that have come before it, I would argue. But yeah, just vibing out on this Thursday, July 13th. And just looking at all of the news that has come out today, and also XRP, you know, seems like has, you know, winning a case is still not like 100% winning a case. You win it on how much. Sometimes it's black and white, but on much larger cases, there's bits and pieces that you may win on and parts that you don't. But it seems, you know, how the markets are reacting, that candlestick going straight up, them not being listed as a security is most certainly a win for them. And it's having a domino effect on other tokens as well. I'm seeing everything kind of go up, not as much in terms of percentage, but still green today. Pretty cool. Let me pull this up too. Yeah, this is for you. Get the message here. This is the only NFT collection that I have sold out. So shout out to the collectors of Get the Message on Tezos. This is one of my favorites. Shout out Yasko. This is made in collaboration with Yasko here. Yeah, just 5 pieces, but still, it's all there will ever be. Five different peeps, 5 different holders here for this one. But yeah, this is all about Bob Iger today. Wholeheartedly. Disney is not the same company as what was founded. You know, it has turned into a ruthless corporation, and we see that time and time and time again, of how ruthless they can be. All these layoffs, they don't care about loyalty. They care about the bottom dollar. That is it. And they show that time and time again, exploiting, getting all they can from everyone who wants to be in their orbit. It's just unfortunate. And they have exploited artists because of their name and brand. They're able to. Oh, we'll give you exposure, you know. There's only us. And then, yeah, they give landmark contracts, but that's like a shooting star among everything else that's going on. So few and far between. So yeah, support small artists. Support small artists. More studios, more movie studios, more production companies. I want to see more of it. Let's not have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these studios. Let's have more. There was something else too. Yeah, Indefatigable Artist. New episode will be tomorrow. Tomorrow. Wherever you get your podcast.